Yo, what's up guys? This is Felix. In this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys a brand new video about 6 reasons as to why you should get into the courier niche or business. Now, I just want to say my quick apologies for everybody who subscribed, and over the past year and a half, I basically went MIA and abandoned this channel. To be honest, I didn't really have the motivation to make content. I was working on other projects. I had some personal things going on in my life. But after receiving dozens and dozens and dozens of messages from you guys over the past year and a half, and then watching a good friend of mine start his channel recently and have quick YouTube success based off the things I shared with him, I'm decided to give it another go and give you guys exactly what you guys subscribed for. So this channel is primarily going to be about courier content and how to start a courier business, along with some other side hustles that might interest you guys, such as the medical commodities business or other things that can allow you to make quick, easy money. I believe 2 of those things that I just mentioned, the medical commodities business and the courier business, is quick and easy. It takes work, it takes hustle, but compared to a lot of the things you see online, it's an easy, proven way to make money. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys 6 reasons as to why this is a good niche, good hustle, good industry to be in. So the first one is there's high demand, right? It's 2024. It doesn't matter what type of technology comes out. Unless people know how to fly, there's always going to be a need to, go from point A to point B. And, people do know how to fly, right? There are cargo planes and cargo jets and helicopters and things like that. But at the same time, there are certain situations where things need to be delivered overnight or things need to be delivered, and that's where the courier service comes into play. So point A to point B, morning, night, weekend, day, doesn't really matter what the time frame is, but things need to be delivered at all hours, at all days, 24/7, 365. So the high demand for the courier niche is, never been greater and will continue to grow as more and more things and more people are into commerce and to buying and reselling things and, medical emergencies, whatever the case may be. As you guys can see, I'm a little rusty on camera because in all reality, in the past, 18 or so months, I haven't really made much content. But when I do get back into the swing of things of making content, I just feel alive and it just gives me so much energy and so much joy. The next thing is flexibility, independence, right? And this is one of the reasons why I've been an entrepreneur for the past 10 years, right? I haven't had a real job since I was about 19 years old. And I do that because I like the time freedom. I like to be able to call the shots and do what I want to do when I want to do it, right? I don't want to march to the beat of somebody else's drummer. I want to march to the beat of my own drummer. And basically, if I want to take a day off or if I want to go on vacation or if I want to stop working at 3 p.m., I can. And that's a beautiful thing with the courier business is if you want to work on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, maybe the weekend, maybe at night, maybe in the morning, maybe 2 days a week, maybe 7 days a week, it's totally up to you. And then if you want to do this and do something else on the side, you can do it. You can have multiple streams of income. I would even recommend you get some sort of buy and resell business. That's why I push the medical commodities business so hard, not only because it's changed my life and I've seen it change the lives of so many others, but you could, do what you have to do as far as your courier job or your courier business. And then on the side, you could be buying and reselling clothes. You could be buying and reselling phones. You could be buying and reselling diabetic medical commodities because it gives you that flexibility. The next thing is there's low startup costs. So some companies might have you, submit a background check, take a drug test, maybe submit some documents, maybe some might make you take a class, but in reality, the only real expense you're gonna have is, a car, whether you own it or you rent it or lease it, and I'll come out with more videos and information on that, insurance and gas. As long as you kind of have a vehicle, or if you're renting a vehicle, then those are going to be the really only startup expenses compared to some other alternative options as far as, business opportunities online where you need a lot of money up front to start a business. And that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes, when you have to dish out more money to start a specific business, or opportunity, it allows for more opportunity on the back end. But for people who are on a tighter budget that don't have as much money, that's where the courier business could be a better opportunity because the intro or the startup capital is less. The next thing is scalability. Now, some people are going to be like one-man band type of people. Other people are going to want to scale this to the next level. I've seen it with people who I've showed how to buy and resell diabetic medical commodities. I myself have a team, but when it comes to some things I do, I just do it all by myself. And sometimes it can be easier that way, right? So you don't have to worry about anybody. You don't have to deal with anybody. You don't have to put your trust into anybody. You could do everything. And this is something where you can make $50, $60, $70, $80,000 a year by yourself. And then if you want to build a business where you get trucks, you get cars, you get a fleet, and you hire people and you bring people in, that's where you can scale this and start making multiple six figures per year. But you need to, first do it yourself, learn the skills, learn the trade, and then you can go out there and scale this. But this is definitely scalable. You see it with, taxi service companies, you see it with trucking companies. If you can get the contracts and the routes in place, then you can go ahead and scale this. But the opportunity to scale this is 100% there. And then the next thing we have is, there's minimal training required. Like I said, some companies might make you take a drug test or a class, or give you proper procedures when you pick up an item or drop off an item. But as far as, maybe other opportunities where you need to, code a site or learn ads or learn marketing, you really don't need to do any of that as long as you know how to drive. As long as you know how to drive, you have a driver's license. Some companies will work with you if the driver's license isn't 100% clean, even if your background isn't 100% clean. Some will work with you, some will not work with you. That's why it's important to do your own due diligence and your own research. But at the same time, the upfront training in order to get started is pretty minimal. And then the last thing is the potential for repeat business, right? The amount of repeat business that exists out there, especially in a niche like this, is infinite, because people always need things delivered, people always need things picked up, people always need things brought from point A to point B. And if you could be that person where you go out there, you develop relationships, you have integrity, you always put your best foot forward, that's the most important thing. You put your best foot forward, you do your best work, then you're going to get referrals, you're going to build relationships, you're going to build connections, people are going to look for you. Because a lot of people, if you have integrity, good communication, and good work ethic, you're gonna separate yourself from like 90% of people out there looking to do this type of work. So it's really important that you step foot with your best foot forward. And when you do that, you're gonna put yourself in a better position to get more work, more business, more opportunities that other people wouldn't get. So just to recap, high demand. I feel like the courier niche and courier business has never been at a higher demand. The flexibility and independence, the low startup costs, the scalability if you want to build this into a real business instead of you just doing it yourself, minimal training required, and then the potential for repeat business. So there you guys have it. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to show me some feedback, show me some love down in the comments. I apologize for going ghost, for going MIA, for the people who know me and watch my videos. Again, thank you guys so much for sticking around, for the ones who have stuck around. I'm going to be uploading 2 times per week, and it's going to be about courier and side hustle content. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.